A stay-home reading rush circulated during April's VEDA. The reading rush circulates a few times throughout the year and gives some interesting challenges and themes to help inspire books you should read. I love the idea of this challenge, and I did make a TBR for this challenge, but it ended up not happening. I discovered that it's really difficult for me to force myself to read a book based on a certain criteria. Sometimes a book will hook me and I'll just want to read more by that author. Sometimes a book will kind of leave me in a weird space and I need to give myself time to think about it for a while. And sometimes I get caught in really weird reading slumps where I just don't feel like reading. During these times, I found that forcing myself to read usually isn't the best solution. I'm trying to read 50 books this year, and part of that challenge to myself is only reading books I've never read before. This is really difficult for me because I am a habitual rereader. I will read books I love many times. So challenging myself to read more diversely is already a little bit of a struggle for me. Putting very specific books on that TBR is doubly challenging. I do like the challenges that the Reading Rush makes, and I think they're really fun and interesting ways to get people to read books they usually wouldn't, but it just happened to be not a good challenge for me. I love reading and I will continue to read, but I need to have a little bit more control over what's gonna happen. Those books I announced during the Reading Rush have stayed on my TBR. They are physical copies of books that I own, but instead of forcing myself to read them all in one week, I'm giving myself permission to read them when I feel like the time is right. Don't worry though, there's still plenty of other books on my TBR. Despite that failure, I've still read a lot of books this year, 30 and counting, and I'm sure I'll get to some of those other books in the near future. I do think this was a really good lesson for me to analyze how I read, and it's very helpful to have this sort of permission to fail, even if it is self-imposed. If you've also failed at a self-imposed challenge, let me know in a comment below. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.